everyone, welcome back to my channel and to Makeup 101. If you don't know why I'm making these videos, just check out my first video, Beginner's Guide to Makeup, and I will link that down here. No, I always mix it up. I will link it down there and right here for your convenience. And for Makeup 101's edition, I am going to be talking about makeup brushes. So I know you're all familiar with makeup brushes, but I just wanted to share the specific functions of the brushes, and I also wanted to share some tips in finding the right kind of brush for you, because we all want to find the best deal. We want something that's affordable, convenient, and quality made. So I hope that you will enjoy this video, and I'll see you in our Makeup 101 session. There are two different kinds of makeup brushes. First is the synthetic brushes. Synthetic brushes are basically made of non-animal hair, and the second type of brush is animal hair brushes. Now, animal hair brushes is from the name itself. It comes from animal hair, and they're more high maintenance because they're actual hair and they do become damaged and they do wear off later on. But they're more convenient for powder application, while synthetic brushes are better for cream and liquid applications. There are several makeup brushes available out there, but what guidelines should you think about when you're trying to get the best deal? Now, the first thing I want to share with you guys is that it should be soft. If it's not soft and you apply it on your face might get irritated, you might get breakouts, and it's just uncomfortable. The next tip I'd like to share with you guys is that it doesn't shed. What do you mean by shedding? When you apply your brush on your face and you find that later on there are pieces of hair on your face, that's what you call shedding. And sometimes when you grab onto your brush like this, you can see that some of the hair fall off. The third tip I'd like to share with you guys is look for brushes that are dense enough, because if they're not dense, they won't be able to apply as much product as you want, and you're gonna spend so much time going back to your palette. So those are my quick tips in finding the right makeup brush set for you. I know there are several affordable brushes out there, but affordable doesn't mean it's worth it. It's better to invest in a really good quality makeup brush set, because you will be using this for years. Depending on how you take care of it, it will really last you a long time, unlike other makeup products that will hit pan. So that's just my opinion, so I hope that you learned from the tips that I gave you. Now it's time to move on to makeup brushes and their functions. Let's start with the face. I think that this is the most important thing for me personally, because these are the tools that you use to apply your foundation, your contour, your blush, your highlight, everything that prepares your canvas. So the first thing is, of course, the foundation brush. The foundation brush is the brush that you use to apply your foundation. There are several types of foundations out there, and I will be making a separate video talking all about foundations right after this one, so stay tuned for that, or subscribe if you haven't yet so you can find that video when it comes live. Anyway, foundations come in different types. There's liquid, there's cream, there's powder, so there are several brushes that you can choose from. The very common and the most I think used foundation brush, I'm not sure if it's still mostly widely used now, is this one right here. And this is from e.l.f. Another one is the one from Forever 21, and it looks like this. And it allows for your liquid foundation to be applied all over your face. Now the problem with this is that it does streak. So when you apply your foundation, the hair of the brush will create streaks on your face. So you can just use a makeup sponge or wedge like this to just smoothen it out. The stippling brush. Now the stippling brush is, I think, very common as well, and it just looks like this. This is from DollFace Cosmetics. And as you can see, it's a dual fiber brush, and it looks like this. Some of you may be using this and you've probably seen videos featuring this kind of brush when they apply their foundation. Now most people use this when they apply liquid foundation, but this can also be used to apply powder foundation. So basically the stippling brush is used to stipple your foundation on your face. So if you have the product here, you dip it there and you stipple it all over your face. And I'm saying stipple because you don't just blend it like what we usually do. You stipple it like dotting motions all over your face, and that allows this brush to give you a very, very airbrush finish. Now the problem with that is that it is very time consuming and it's very tedious. Imagine dotting the foundation all over your face, not including the nooks and crannies of your face. It's gonna take you forever, and if you're in a hurry, especially if you're doing your everyday makeup and you really want things to get it done already, then this is definitely not the brush that you want to use. Now the next foundation brush I'd like to share, and I think it's growing to be the most commonly used type of brush in applying foundation, is the buffing brush or the flat top brush, and it looks like this. This is from e.l.f. And I have another one that is smaller, and this one is from Charm. So it really buffs in your foundation on your face. It's very easy to use, it's very quick. You don't really need to worry about it with the blending and everything because it just does the job for you. And I have to say this is my favorite type of brush to use when applying my foundation. Those are the foundation brushes that you will find. If you have any other foundation brushes that you know of that I have not shared, please do comment below so everyone else can see it. After your foundation brush, you will now go on to your concealer brush. There are different types of, well, not really different types, but there are different forms of concealer brushes. So I will show you. Basically, concealer brushes are made of synthetic hair, okay? It's made of synthetic hair because it's good for liquid and cream form. And this one is the big one. This is from DollFace Cosmetics. And the next one is a smaller one. And this is from Everbolena. And this one is from Forever 21. It's actually a duo brush and it just looks like this. Next up, we will proceed to the powder brush or the all-over face brush. Now if you see a brush that is massive, it's huge, it's really big and fluffy and soft, then that's what you call a powder brush or a face brush, and it looks like this. This is not that big, but it's really soft and it's very thick. This one as well. You use it to apply powder all over your face, your setting powder. Another thing that can be used to apply your setting powder is the kabuki brush, and I think a lot of people are going crazy about kabuki brushes, but I personally don't like kabuki brushes because they have a really short handle, and I prefer brushes with long handles. It's just more convenient for me. Angled brush. What an angled brush looks like. As you can see, it's angled, and this is another one. This is from maricarljanah, and this is from DollFace Cosmetics. So if you see a brush that is angled, it's automatically an angle brush, obviously. And this is used to contour your face because it fits the side of your face perfectly. Blush brush. It's kind of just like a smaller version, and you just use this to apply blush on your face. Now let's move on to the fan brush. As you can see, it looks like a fan. And if you're wondering, what is this for exactly? Actually, you can use this to apply your blush if you just want a very, very light-handed application. You can also use this to set your under eyes with a setting powder, or sometimes if you have fallout, you can just use this to get rid of that as well. And it's very, very fun to play with. I do it all the time. Let's proceed to the eye brushes. So let's move on to the eyeshadow brushes or the shader brushes. Now this is the most common eye brush out there, and they come in different shapes and forms. And I'll show you the big ones first. So this is what an eyeshadow brush looks like. It's the biggest one, the medium-sized one, and the itty-bitty one. Well, not really itty-bitty, but it's a small brush. And there's a smaller version still, and it looks like this. And all these eyeshadow brushes are from DollFace Cosmetics, from the DollFace Cosmetics brush set. So when you're looking for the right kind of eyeshadow brush, just try to consider your lid space, or the amount of space you have on your lids. So for me, I'm gonna take off my glasses first. For me, I have quite a wide lid space, so I can use makeup brushes that are wide enough and big enough to apply my eyeshadows. But if you have small lid space, if you have monolids, then small brushes are better for you. So just a quick tip. Blending brushes are what you use to blend your eyeshadow, to blend on your crease, on the outside corner of your eyes, basically just to make your eyeshadow look more natural and to get rid of the harsh lines. These are the different blending brushes that you can use to apply your makeup and to blend them. And now we proceed to the crease brush, or the outer V brush, and it just looks like this. It's like a pencil brush. There are smaller versions of this. This is just the regular sized one. This one is from maricarljanah, and this is for your outer V. So if you want to define that outer V area, this is what you use, because it's quite short and stiff. The smudger brush. And what I have here is the sponge type smudger brush, and it looks like this. This is from e.l.f. But there's another one that is just like an eyeshadow brush, but it's a lot shorter. Like the tip is a lot shorter. It's like this, but it's a lot shorter and a lot thicker. And it is used to smudge out the liners and your eyeshadows as well. Now, the liner brushes are what you use to apply your liquid liner, your gel liner, or even eyeshadow on your lash line. But this one is from MAC. This is just the 212. And it's like a flat liner brush. The next one is the angled liner brush, which is, I think, the most commonly used. And I love using this for my eyebrows. This one right here is the comb and brush, and you use this for your eyebrows. You can even use this for your lashes as well. So they're just basically to comb out your hair, to blend your eyebrow pencil. And this one is the spoolie, and you still use this for your eyebrows and your lashes as well. So I call them the miscellaneous brushes. This is the lipstick brush. So you just use this to apply your lipstick. And if I missed anything, or if I forgot to mention some of the brushes that you know of, just comment below so everyone else can see it. And if you have any more questions about makeup brushes, just comment below as well. Or you can check out my blog post, which I will link here, and of course down there, so you can read that and you can use it as reference. All for my Makeup 101 Makeup Brush Edition, and I hope that this was really helpful, and I hope that this will allow you to find the right kind of makeup brush set for you. And like I said, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. I have all the links to my social widgets down there. Watch out for my foundation video, which will be coming up very soon. If you want to make any requests on what kind of videos you want to see next, please do tell me, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye!